I'm Tommy Neve.
And I'm Emily Call from the Whitewater Wheels News team. Today we have a special broadcast for the differently abled students here on campus.
We will be out in the community checking the accessibility of different buildings. Brianna Riley will be covering the men's wheelchair basketball team, and Emily and I will be reporting on tonight's special topic, the history of the wheelchair. Now to Brianna Riley covering the men's wheelchair basketball team. Brianna?
Earlier this morning, I sat in on a Whitewater men's wheelchair basketball team practice here at the Roseman Center, where they have their own gym, weight room, and housing for chairs. This was one of their last practices before they will be heading to Alabama for the Nationals tournament. There are a few differences between wheelchair basketball and traditional basketball. First and foremost, in traditional basketball, you have a person running. In wheelchair basketball, you have a person in a wheelchair. Shocker. So, there are a few differences between your everyday purpose wheelchair, as in this chair here, and your wheelchair used during the basketball game, as in this chair here. As you see, the wheels are angled at a different angle than that, which is optimum for prime agility, speed, and balance. Another difference is the role of dribbling. In traditional basketball, a player must keep dribbling the ball as long as they move both feet, while here they have to dribble every 2 pushes of the wheels. It is definitely a fun and fast-paced game, and these Warhawks seem to have perfected it. After practice, I sat down with one of the players to interview them. Alright, so I'm here with Luke Russell, who is a freshman on the team. And so, Luke, did you come to Whitewater specifically to play on the team?
I first joined the team when I was 7, and that, just hearing about their national championship is what made me want to come here. But then I started researching the marine biology program, so then I started coming for that also.
Okay, sounds good. And what's your favorite part of being on the team?
I think it's we have our own family. We're all part of the family. We're all here for each other.
That's cool. What's the toughest part?
The workouts and getting up at 5:30 in the morning is definitely the toughest.
Sounds painful. And, well, good luck for the national tournament. You guys should do great.
Thank you.
All right, so now I'm here with Steve Mazzara, who is the assistant coach of the men's wheelchair basketball team. So, Steve, how did you get onto this position?
Last year on my floor, one of the new freshmen coming in asked me if I was be interested in becoming an assistant coach. They were all the other assistant coaches were seniors and were going to be graduating, and so he wanted to look for someone to bring in who would be excited about the sport, willing to learn about everything. So I was just I just wanted to bring a lot of energy. I thought it'd be a really awesome experience, and so that's kind of how I got into it. I've been loving it ever since.
Cool. So, what have you learned from your experience as an assistant coach?
One of probably the biggest things as a coach I've learned is just kind of the progression of a team and watching it grow over the year. And I think that's one of the coolest things to see. You start off at spring camp and summer, early summer. It was just the freshmen for our first couple weeks, and you get to work with them individually. And some of the veterans come in and help them, but then you start regular practice with everyone, and it takes some adjustment. A lot of the freshmen are at the veterans levels, and it's just seeing everyone grow as a team and then also grow individually. You can really see how people's games improve, and just the overall understanding of it. And you have a whole new thing by the end of it, and it's a really awesome thing to see over the course of a year. Yeah, sounds really cool. So how do you guys feel that you are going into the national tournament? We're very confident. We do have a very solid team overall. We are young, and we do know that. But I think you have to go in with some confidence in yourself. You can't go in not without that. But yeah, no, we're very excited. We're just ready to kind of go after it and just see where it takes us. But yeah, we'll definitely try our hardest. All right, well, thanks for your time, and good luck with the rest of your season. Thank you. Reporting for the Whitewater Wheels News team, I am Brianna Riley with sports.
And now to the weather.
Hey guys, I'm out here on Prairie Street right now, and as you can tell, it's snowing pretty hard. Today is one of those tough days for kids in wheelchairs to get from point A to point B, so if you are in need of assistance, please feel free to call the number below and they'll come and help you out with that. So, now back to you guys.
Thanks, Brianna. Remember to stay bundled out there today. Now for our hot topic tonight.
The earliest wheelchairs were depicted in ancient China on stone slates, and they were used to carry people around in and other heavy objects. And it wasn't until 1933 that the first lightweight steel wheelchair was made.
Harry Jennings and Herbert Everest, both mechanical engineers, came up with this design. They were the first two to mass produce these wheelchairs, and the design is still used today. Can you believe how far we've come from this to this?
Now we go to Kyle Dittman, our field reporter, out on the streets of Whitewater.
Hi, I'm Kyle Dittman with Whitewater Wheels News Team, and today on our segment of Inaccessible Insides, we're going to take a look at Higher Hall. To start out, our first problem we encounter are these very steep steps. In order to bypass them, we have to walk all the way around McGraw. Now, we've made it all the way around McGraw, we encounter another problem. The main entrance, as well as the side entrance, are also steps. Fortunately, Higher does have one side entrance that is accessible. However, as you go inside, we notice a huge problem. The floor that leads to the elevator is not on a common level. It has a steep slope. Inside Higher, we encounter even more problems. As you can see in this classroom, there are steps, again, in the main entrance. As we come inside, we again see that there are very few options for seating for individuals who may use a wheelchair. They would be forced to sit in the front and not be able to sit in the back of the classroom. Overall, Higher Hall is a beautiful historic college building, and they do have the necessary requirements for disability accessibility. However, they could benefit from future updates. Moving on from Higher, we decided to look at a local strip mall in town. This strip mall, which has 5 businesses, has over 55 parking stalls and only one that is accessible. This does not, however, meet the criteria of 1 to 25 accessible parking stalls. The closest thing to a level platform is on this side of the building. It's still not exactly level, and it's on the complete opposite end where the one accessible stall is. This is the only set of doors that had a wheelchair accessible switch for automatic doors. Unfortunately, the business has since moved. On this segment of Inaccessible Insides, we learned that Higher Hall on the Whitewater campus could definitely benefit from a few updates. Also, many local businesses in Whitewater definitely do not meet the requirements of ADA. This has been Kyle Dittman with the Whitewater Wheels News Team. Now back to you, Tom and Emily.
Thank you, Kyle. Now to our investigative journalist, Austin Seeger, with a special report.
Hi, didn't see you there. My name's Austin Seeger from the Whitewater Wheels News Team. You know, the word disability means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So the Wheels team and I decided to stop around campus and ask different people what they think the word actually means.
So what does the word disability mean to you?
I think the word disability to me means someone who can't completely function on their own or needs help from other people.
I think that it's something that causes someone to have difficulties with fulfilling everyday activities.
I think a disability is something that affects the way people live their lives in every day.
People who are cognitively or physically different than the norm.
Someone who needs help from either a person or device to accomplish daily tasks.
Someone who doesn't have the basic neurological or motor skills as everyone else.
A condition that makes it difficult for someone to do something.
People tend to confuse the word disability with the word inability. While all disabilities are an inability, not every inability is a disability.
Seems like most of the students that we talked to today really only focus on the physical aspect of the word disability, but the true meaning is much deeper than that.
Thank you for tuning in to Whitewater Wheels News Team. Be sure to check in tomorrow night at the same time. See you then.
Hey guys, I'm out here.
Yeah! You're supposed to say thank you.